Welcome in, everybody. Ready to dive deep into e-commerce.
Always ready to dive deep.
You guys sent in a ton about Amazon and
Yeah.
its competitors. Everything from,
Right.
the straight numbers, sales figure,
Yeah.
workforce sizes, even stuff about the founders themselves.
Yeah, their backgrounds and all that.
Yeah. Buckle up, because I think we're going to find some pretty cool stuff here.
I think it's really interesting. We're not just looking at companies, it's how people shop,
Oh, for sure.
how businesses adapt, the global impact.
Yeah.
It's a snapshot of where commerce is going in the digital age.
Okay, so let's just address the elephant in the room right away. Amazon. 2023 revenue, $513 billion.
Staggering.
It's mind-boggling. But what's interesting is what that represents, right?
Yeah.
It's not just about Amazon's success. It's a sign that consumer behavior is
That's right.
changing dramatically.
Right.
We rely on e-commerce for pretty much everything now.
I mean, that revenue figure is like a barometer for the whole industry.
Totally.
And, it really highlights the challenge for everybody else.
Yeah.
How do you compete with a company that's basically become synonymous with online shopping?
That's the question, right? And we've got sources here that dive into that. Walmart, eBay, Etsy, even TikTok, Facebook.
While trying to get a piece.
Trying to figure it out. But before we get to the challengers,
Right.
let's break down what makes Amazon so formidable in the first place. Over 300 million active customers.
Wow.
350 million products. Global workforce of 1.5 million.
It's massive.
The scale is just massive.
It's not just about size, though.
Wow.
It's about how they leverage it.
Right.
Their logistics network, for example. Amazon Robotics.
Oh, yeah.
Their warehouse automation system.
It's insane.
It's incredible. This isn't just robots moving boxes. This is sophisticated algorithms optimizing every single movement.
Yeah.
So they can fulfill orders with incredible speed and efficiency.
I read somewhere that they use AI to predict what people are going to order before they even click buy.
Yeah, that's right. Predictive analytics.
Wow.
To anticipate demand. They pre-position products closer to customers.
That's wild.
It is. It's a level of sophistication that most competitors just can't match.
Yeah.
And then you've got fulfillment by Amazon, FBA,
Right.
which lets third-party sellers tap into that same network.
So it's not even just about selling their own products. It's about creating this whole ecosystem.
Exactly.
But other businesses depend on them.
That's the network effect in action.
Right.
The more sellers join FBA, the more attractive Amazon becomes to buyers.
Yeah.
Because of the selection, the prime shipping.
Yeah.
It's a powerful cycle. It reinforces their dominance.
And we can't forget about Amazon Web Services, their cloud computing arm.
Right.
Brought in, another $80 billion last year.
Yeah. It's like they've diversified beyond just retail.
Yeah.
Made it even tougher to compete with.
For sure. It's interesting to compare that with Walmart because they actually beat Amazon in total revenue.
Yeah, $611 billion in 2023. Right. But when you dig a little deeper, it's clear they're coming at it from a different angle.
Yeah. Walmart's strength is their physical presence. Over 10,500 stores globally. They're trying to leverage that with their omni-channel strategy. But I mean, is that going to be an uphill battle?
Well, I mean, it is. Can they really compete with Amazon's speed and technology when they're dealing with brick-and-mortar stores? Well, their omni-channel strategies, more than just having stores, they're using those locations as mini fulfillment centers.
Oh, interesting.
Curbside pickup, same-day delivery for online orders.
Okay.
Integrating online and offline inventory. Customers can shop seamlessly across both.
So they're turning their physical stores into an advantage, like a weapon against Amazon's purely online model.
That's the idea. Meeting the customer wherever they are, providing multiple ways to shop. The key is going to be whether they can match Amazon's customer experience, though.
Yeah.
The speed, the convenience, the personalized recommendations.
And what about Walmart Plus Stay? Isn't that their answer to Amazon Prime?
It is, but it's still struggling to gain that same level of adoption.
Right, because Amazon Prime is basically a cultural phenomenon at this point.
It is. Free shipping, streaming services, all those perks. It's powerful. It's a loyalty program that Walmart is still trying to figure out.
Okay, so we've got Amazon dominating with technology, this ecosystem, Walmart trying to fight back with their physical stores. What about some of the other players?
Yeah.
I know we got eBay in the mix here. They seem to be carving out their own niche. What's their strategy?
So eBay, they've embraced a different model. They're not trying to be everything to everyone.
Right.
They're focusing on the unique items, vintage goods, collectibles, stuff you can't easily find elsewhere.
It's like the digital equivalent of a flea market or antique shop.
Exactly. And their auction-based system is a big part of that. Adds excitement, discovery you don't get with traditional online shopping.
Right, but isn't that also a limitation? I mean, that seems like a much smaller market.
It is. Their auction model, it can be a strength and a weakness. It limits their audience to those specifically seeking those types of items.
Yeah.
And they're facing competition from Amazon's own secondhand marketplace, Amazon Renewed.
Yeah, it seems like Amazon's constantly expanding, trying to cover every possible shopping need. What about Etsy?
Yeah.
They're in the mix, too. Champion of handmade and vintage goods. How are they holding up?
Etsy's done a really good job at building a brand around supporting small businesses, artisans.
Yeah?
They've tapped into that growing desire for unique, handcrafted items, cultivated a strong sense of community among sellers and buyers.
It seems like they're appealing to a different shopper, right?
Absolutely.
One who values quality over quantity, who wants to support independent creators.
They're tapping into the conscious consumer movement, where people are more aware of the ethical and environmental impact of their purchases.
But doesn't Amazon have their own handmade marketplace?
They do.
So they're competing directly with Etsy there.
They are. And that's a significant challenge for Etsy. Amazon's size, their logistical capabilities are formidable.
Yeah.
But Etsy has a strong brand identity, loyal customer base,
Right.
values their commitment to small businesses and ethical sourcing.
Okay, so it seems like all the challengers are trying to find their own angle, their own way to differentiate themselves from Amazon. But then we've got the up-and-comers, TikTok, Facebook Marketplace. What are they bringing to the e-commerce table?
These platforms represent the rise of social commerce.
Yeah.
And that's something that's particularly appealing to younger demographics.
For sure.
TikTok Shop, even though it's still new, has incredible potential.
I mean, it's massive, the user base on TikTok. So it's not just about watching funny videos anymore. It's about buying things right there in the app. But aren't there some concerns with these platforms?
For sure.
About regulation, about trust?
You're right. TikTok's facing scrutiny.
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace has had its issues with scams and counterfeit products.
Right.
Building trust, ensuring a safe experience is going to be crucial.
And of course, we have Google Shopping.
Right, which is kind of like a giant search engine for products.
Exactly.
Aggregates listings from all sorts of retailers. Let's compare it prices, find deals. Their strength is the integration with Google Search.
Yeah.
I mean, you're literally a few clicks away from finding what you're looking for.
But don't they lack control over inventory, logistics? I mean, they're not actually selling the products themselves, right?
Right. They're more of a discovery platform
Okay.
than a complete shopping experience.
Yeah.
They rely on the other retailers to handle the fulfillment, customer service, all of that.
So we've got this fascinating landscape.
We do.
Amazon's the dominant force, but we've got established players like Walmart and eBay trying to adapt. Newer platforms like TikTok and Facebook trying to disrupt the game. It's like a constant evolution of how we buy and sell things.
It really is.
But it's not just about the companies themselves, right? What about the people who built these empires?
Yeah, the founders.
We've got some sources here that give us a glimpse into their minds, and I think that's where things get really interesting.
It's true. These aren't just faceless corporations. These are real people with their visions, their motivations, and their stories are as fascinating as the businesses themselves.
So let's start with the man himself, Jeff Bezos. He didn't just found Amazon, he practically invented modern e-commerce.
Right.
Leaving a secure job on Wall Street to start an online bookstore, that takes guts.
It really does. It speaks to his visionary thinking. He saw the potential of the internet long before most people even had email addresses.
And it wasn't an overnight success. I mean, they started small. Took years of relentless focus, innovation to get where they are today.
And that's a key takeaway here. Amazon's success wasn't accidental.
Right.
It was a result of his commitment to customer obsession and his willingness to push boundaries.
And now he's off to space with Blue Origin, literally reaching for the stars.
It's a testament to his ambition, his long-term vision. I mean, he's not content with just building a retail empire. He wants to push the boundaries of human exploration. And it's that kind of thinking that's driven Amazon's success.
Then you've got Pierre Omidyar, the founder of eBay. He created a platform for peer-to-peer sales, which was pretty revolutionary at the time.
Absolutely. He saw the power of the internet to connect people, to create a more democratic marketplace.
Yeah.
Building trust between buyers and sellers was a core principle for eBay, and that's something that still differentiates them today.
And now he's focusing on philanthropy through the Omidyar network, proving that success isn't always just about profits.
Right. It speaks to a broader vision of using your success to create positive change.
Next up, we've got the Etsy founders. Chad Dickerson and Rob Kalin, they really championed small creators.
They saw a need for a platform that celebrated handmade, vintage goods, deliberate contrast to the mass-produced items dominating other retailers. And Etsy's focus on sustainability, community, that's been a key part of their appeal.
It's almost like they're creating a counter-movement to the mass consumerism that Amazon represents.
In a way, yeah, they're offering an alternative, a way to shop more consciously.
Okay, so we've got Amazon, Walmart, eBay, Etsy, but we've got a few more founders to discuss. Let's move on to Walmart's CEO, Doug McMillon.
Now, his story is an interesting one. He inherited a retail giant that was struggling to keep up. And he's the one spearheading their digital transformation.
So he's leading the charge against Amazon, trying to bring Walmart into the 21st century. But what's his strategy? I mean, how's he trying to compete with a company that was built from the ground up for e-commerce?
We'll be back after a quick break.
Hey there. Welcome to Good Advice Giver. First, we want to start by saying a massive thank you for tuning in today. Whether you're a long-time listener or you're joining us for the first time, we're truly grateful to have you here. We know you've got a lot of options when it comes to podcasts, so the fact that you're spending your time with us means the world. So thank you.
That's right. We're excited to have you with us because here on Good Advice Giver, we cover just about everything. Whether you're interested in sports, relationships, sex, money, finances, business, digital marketing, music, education, movies, comedy, or something else entirely, we've got it all. No topic is off limits here, and we dive deep into real, meaningful conversations that matter.
We've also got a mix of male and female hosts, so you're always getting a well-rounded perspective on every topic we cover. From business strategies to personal development, from car shopping to digital products like affiliate marketing, we bring a little bit of everything to the table. Our goal is to offer advice, insights, and some laughs along the way to make sure you feel welcome and engaged, no matter what brought you here.
And it doesn't stop there. We're not just about giving great advice, we're about action. On this podcast, we even sell products and services we believe in, from affiliate marketing opportunities to cars and more. So whether you're looking to boost your business or find practical ways to improve your everyday life, you're in the right place.
As always, we want you to stay connected with us. Be sure to download this episode so you can listen anytime, anywhere, whether you're commuting, working out, or just relaxing. And while you're at it, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. That's the best way to stay in the loop for upcoming episodes, behind-the-scenes content, and even giveaways.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're posting extra content there, including video podcasts and deep dive discussions you won't want to miss. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what topics you want to hear more about.
Lastly, check out the link below in the description for exclusive offers, resources, and more ways to connect with us. We're here for you, and we can't wait to bring you more valuable content. Thanks again for tuning in to Good Advice Giver. Let's get started.
Well, his most significant move was the acquisition of Jet.com. Brought in a team of e-commerce experts, technology that Walmart desperately needed. He's also focused on integrating their online and offline operations, using their network of stores to offer curbside pickup and same-day delivery.
So like we were saying, he's trying to turn their physical presence into an advantage, something that Amazon can't easily replicate.
It's exactly. Recognizing that Walmart's strength lies in its reach, its ability to serve customers both online and in their local communities.
It's like he's taking the fight to Amazon on multiple fronts, trying to outmaneuver them with technology, logistics, and good old-fashioned brick-and-mortar retail.
A bold strategy, and it's still unfolding.
All right, so we've got the retail giants covered. Let's shift gears a little bit, talk about some of the tech titans who are also making moves in e-commerce. We've got Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, or Meta, as it's known now.
Right.
His foray into e-commerce is interesting because it represents the convergence of social media and shopping.
Yeah.
Right? Facebook Marketplace is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. He's trying to build an entire ecosystem within the metaverse where people connect, communicate, and of course, buy things.
Exactly. He's leveraging that massive user base, the power of those social connections, to create a new kind of shopping experience.
But isn't there a trust issue with Facebook?
Oh.
I mean, they've had their share of privacy scandals and data breaches. Do people really want to shop in that ecosystem?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
And it's something Facebook's going to have to address if they want to gain traction in e-commerce.
Yeah.
They're going to have to convince people that their data is safe.
Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to overcome their own reputation at the same time as trying to reshape the future of shopping. It's a pretty ambitious undertaking.
It is. And it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I mean, Facebook has a history of disrupting industries.
Yeah.
So you can't underestimate their potential.
All right. And finally, we've got the Google guys.
Yeah.
Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who literally changed the way we search for information.
Right. Their impact on e-commerce is less direct than some of the other founders we've talked about, but it's no less significant.
Right.
I mean, Google search is the primary way people discover products. Research purchases.
It's like they're the gatekeepers of online shopping. They control the flow of information, which gives them a ton of influence.
Exactly. And their advertising platform, Google Ads, is a major revenue driver for e-commerce businesses. So even though they're not directly involved in selling products,
Right.
they're playing a crucial role in shaping the landscape.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here. Talked about the companies, the founders, the strategies, the challenges. It's clear that Amazon is the one to beat.
They've set a high bar.
But as we've seen, there are other players out there, vying for their piece of the pie, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. But even with all this competition, Amazon has some key advantages that make them incredibly tough to topple. So let's delve into that a little deeper, shall we?
I mean, when you look at Amazon's success, you can't ignore their logistics and fulfillment operation. They've turned prime delivery speed into a weapon. Same-day delivery in some areas.
It's insane. But how did they achieve that?
Well, we touched on the robotics system earlier. But it's not just about having robots in warehouses. It's about the whole system working together.
Right.
I read somewhere that Amazon warehouses are designed so products are constantly moving, almost like a living organism.
Really?
Yeah. They use something called chaotic storage.
Chaotic storage.
Where items aren't organized in a traditional way.
Okay.
They're placed wherever there's space, and sophisticated algorithms track their location.
So it's like organized chaos.
Exactly.
But how does that actually make things faster?
So think of it this way. In a traditional warehouse, you might have all the coffee mugs in one aisle and all the phone chargers in another. But in Amazon's system, those items could be scattered throughout the warehouse, closer to where the pickers are.
Oh, I see. So it's about reducing the distance those pickers have to travel.
Exactly. It all comes back to their customer-centric philosophy.
Right.
They're obsessed with shaving off every second in the fulfillment process.
Makes sense.
It's not just speed, though. It's reliability. They've invested heavily in building a robust delivery network, with their own trucks and planes even.
Right.
All to get packages to customers as quickly and efficiently as possible.
And then there's fulfillment by Amazon, right?
Right, FBA.
Where third-party sellers can take advantage of that superpower. It must be a huge draw for smaller businesses.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It gives them access to Amazon's infrastructure, their delivery network, customer service. It's a turnkey solution that lets them focus on their products and marketing, and it creates that powerful network effect for Amazon.
We've mentioned the network effect a couple of times.
Right.
Can you break that down a little bit more? What does that mean in this context?
Sure. So it's the idea that a platform becomes more valuable as more people use it. In the case of Amazon, the more sellers join FBA, the more attracted it is to buyers because of the increased selection, the prime shipping, all that. And then as more buyers are drawn to Amazon, more sellers want to join. It creates this self-reinforcing cycle.
It's like a virtuous cycle.
Exactly. Success breeds more success. And that's a big reason why Amazon is so dominant.
They've created this ecosystem that's tough to replicate.
Wow.
They're constantly innovating, adding new services, features that make them even more indispensable.
Like Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah.
Started as a free shipping program, but now it's streaming services, music, photo storage, all sorts of things.
It's like they're creating a world within a world, a self-contained ecosystem where you never have to leave.
And that's a key part of their strategy. Be the one-stop shop for all your needs. The default destination for online shopping, entertainment, everything.
It's pretty brilliant when you think about it. But even with all their strengths, even with this incredible ecosystem, there are some cracks starting to show.
Right.
I know some of our sources highlight the challenges that they're facing, including regulatory scrutiny and environmental concerns.
Right. Even giants have vulnerabilities. Amazon's size and dominance have attracted attention from regulators. We're seeing more antitrust investigations. Concerns about labor practices are growing.
Yeah, and some critics argue that their marketplace gives them an unfair advantage over smaller businesses because they can use their data to identify popular products and then create their own versions to compete directly with those sellers.
Yeah, it's a complicated issue for sure. I mean, you've got valid arguments on both sides. Amazon says they're just using data to improve customer experience,
right,
offer better value.
Right.
But critics worry this kind of power could stifle innovation.
Right, and what about the environmental impact of their operations? All those deliveries, all that packaging, it's got to have significant carbon footprint.
Yeah, that's another area where Amazon's facing pressure. The sheer volume of deliveries they handle has an environmental cost, and they're being scrutinized for their packaging waste and reliance on fossil fuels.
I mean, they have started initiatives like Climate Pledge Friendly, highlighting products that meet certain sustainability standards. They're investing in electric delivery vehicles, renewable energy.
Yeah, those efforts are definitely a step in the right direction. But the scale of their operation means they still have a long way to go to become truly sustainable.
Yeah, it's a tough balancing act.
It is.
They're trying to maintain their growth and efficiency while also addressing these growing concerns about their impact on the environment and the economy.
It's a dilemma that a lot of large corporations are facing right now. How do you from product discovery to checkout? But in social commerce, that control is more diffuse, more organic.
And then there's the growing demand for sustainable and ethical practices. We talked about this with Amazon, but it's something that all e-commerce companies are going to have to deal with.
For sure, consumers are more aware of the impact their purchases have on the environment, on society.
Yeah.
And they're looking for brands that share their values.
And that's where companies like Etsy have an advantage. Their focus on handmade, vintage goods naturally lends itself to sustainability and ethical sourcing.
Exactly. And they're promoting a more mindful approach to consumption, encouraging people to buy less, but buy better. And that resonates with a lot of consumers.
So it seems like the e-commerce landscape is becoming more fragmented.
Definitely. With different platforms catering to different needs and values, the era of the one-size-fits-all e-commerce platform might be coming to an end.
Interesting.
We're seeing this shift toward more specialized experiences.
Makes you wonder what the future holds for Amazon. Can they adapt? Or will they become the next victim of disruption?
That's the million-dollar question. Amazon's powerful, but as we've seen, even the most dominant companies are vulnerable to disruption.
Well, our deep dive isn't over yet. We still have some more ground to cover. So let's move on to some final thoughts and some provocative questions to consider as we wrap up our exploration of the e-commerce landscape. So we've seen the e-commerce world change so much and how companies are adapting to what customers want. But looking ahead, what does all of this mean for the future of online shopping? Which players are best positioned to win? What should they be focusing on?
It's the big question, right? If we connect the dots here, it seems like the battle lines are being drawn between these different approaches to e-commerce. You got Amazon laser focused on efficiency and convenience, but then you've got challengers like Walmart leveraging their stores and platforms like Etsy and TikTok, emphasizing community and engagement.
Yeah, and the sustainability question is huge, right? It's not just about convenience anymore. Consumers are thinking about the environment, the ethical impact. So does this give an edge to companies like Etsy who are already doing that?
It could. But I think the real challenge for any company is going to be finding that balance between sustainability and scale.
Right.
Can they grow while minimizing their environmental footprint?
Yeah.
Can they meet global demand but still ensure ethical sourcing and fair labor practices?
That's a lot to juggle. But those are the questions that are going to determine success in the future.
Right.
And it's not just about the companies, it's about us too. We have a role to play as consumers in how this industry takes shape, through the choices that we make, through what we demand.
We're voting with our wallets every time we buy something.
Yeah.
Do we put convenience first? Or do we look for companies that align with our values, even if it means paying more or waiting longer?
Those are tough choices. Makes you wonder, can we have it all? Convenience and sustainability. Can we support small businesses but still enjoy the benefits of a global market?
That's what everyone is trying to figure out.
Right.
And that's what makes this so exciting.
Right.
We're not just watching a static industry.
Right.
This is a dynamic evolution. It's a constant push and pull.
And who knows what's coming next?
Yeah.
We've seen AI come up, virtual reality, augmented reality. How are those going to shape online shopping?
Right. It's fascinating to think about. Imagine virtually trying on clothes before you buy them, or walking through a store from your couch.
Oh, wow.
AI assistants helping you find the perfect thing based on exactly what you need and what you like.
It's like science fiction.
But it might be closer than we think.
Oh.
And it raises questions about the role of technology. Will it make shopping easier, more personalized? Or will it create new issues around privacy and data security?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Important things to consider. As technology advances, we need to think about its impact on our lives, on society. We need to make sure it's used responsibly.
So I think the big takeaway from all of this as we wrap up is that e-commerce is constantly changing.
Always evolving.
Dynamic, competitive. And this story is far from over.
The next chapter is being written right now, and it's going to be shaped by all of us.
So as you shop online, think about what matters to you, what impact you want to have, the future you want to create, because the future of e-commerce really is in our hands.
Yep.
So choose wisely, shop thoughtfully, and stay curious. We'll be back soon with another deep dive. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking questions.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.